It is Wednesday, September 14th, 2022 at 6:48 p.m. Eastern Time, USA. I'm Mitch Miller. This is my video journal, and I am systematically challenging the United States military to a pistol duel or wrestling match or contest of their choice. I think we stick to pistol duel wrestling match though. So we're on to Chief Warrant Officer 5. If you've attained the rank of Chief Warrant Officer 5 or its equivalent in any of the branches of the United States military, I challenge you to a pistol duel using non-lethal paintball pistols. Since we do not have these prototypes, we'll revert to a wrestling match using scholastic rules. If you win this duel, you delay me challenging the next rank down by 6 months, and you will receive a piece of my art valued at millions of dollars, photography or painting. If I win the pistol duel wrestling match, you must find money in your budget to fund my non-lethal smart weapons company. If you cannot find funding in your budget or approval, you must use your own personal funds. In return, I will provide you with a stock certificate giving you partial ownership of the company and or a piece of my art valued at millions of dollars. That's all I have to offer at this point. If you ignore the challenge, if you refuse the challenge, you are first and foremost a coward, and the blood and death of any military action around the globe is on your hands for not validating and justifying this form of modern warfare, a form of modern warfare that uses marksmanship and hand-to-hand combat skills, the basic skills taught by any military around the globe. I'll try to keep this one shorter. We're on the warrant officer, and that's what I would have been in the Army if I would have been accepted into my flight school program. I would have become a warrant officer in the United States military. And so, they wanted me to be a mechanic, a crew chief, since I did not get my flight program, but I didn't. So I want to talk about machines. First, I'm going to talk about my motorcycle and then my new camera, my new Canon camera. The motorcycle. Are you people selling raffle tickets for my motorcycle still? Bad news, it won't start. I left the seat off because I had to charge it before, and I left the seat off for months and months and months. My shed is falling apart, basically. I need to build a new shed and garage that I keep it in. Some dust and rust from the metal roof panels in my garage fell into the air intake that was under the seat, probably clogging up the air filter. But in order to change the air filter, I have to take the tank off. So, good news, I'm offering a special package for all you warrant officers or crew chiefs out there, mechanics in the military, and I have a program that I'll get into at the end of the warrant officer challenge situation, in case they cut off my feed again, because I started to write about this on my basement computer, a way to make the machines of the military and domestic have more longevity. Anyhow, special package, come stay with me at my house and help me work on my motorcycle, get it running again. We'll pull the tank, put a new air filter in, charge it up and start it up and change the oil. I'll buy all the materials. You can help me. We'll drink beer or whatever you want to do, and go out to the bars afterwards. I'll buy drinks, and that's that. So if you want to come up, help me get my motorcycle running so we can raffle this thing off, that would be great. Speaking of helicopters, that's the type of pilot I was going to be, and we have one taking off right now. I'm going to talk about my new Canon camera. It was a used camera that I bought. It's a Canon Rebel EOS T8, I think. Finally got a camera that'll shoot HD video. It's not a GoPro. And made a short film. I don't know if any of you have seen it. It's pretty good. It's called Risploration. Anyhow, I want to talk about cameras for anybody in the market for a camera. I went to the camera store down here in the North Shore, talked to Bernie, I think. At least it's Bernie's photo shop. He tried to sell me on the new Canon R10. It's a mirrorless camera, and we'll get back to mirrorless. It's the newest technology, mirrorless. And you always want the new technology, according to Bernie. But after asking some questions, I figured out that I asked, has Canon changed the lens mount on the cameras in the past years? And he said, yeah, actually about a year ago, Canon changed the lens mounts, so you have to have these newer lenses. So for about 20 years of digital cameras, they had the same lens mount, and before that there were film cameras that have a different lens mount. And that's why I asked, because I have film cameras that the lenses wouldn't work on a digital camera. So, he asked me my budget. I said, before any of this, he asked me my budget. I said $1,000 to $1,200. He's like, this new R10 is $1,200. But I said, I'm going to be trying to shoot wildlife and stuff like that. I want a long lens. How much are those going to cost? And he told me they vary, but these new lenses basically are expensive. I said, so he showed me another camera for like $900, this used one that I bought, and a long lens for $250. And I said, I can get both of these plus the lens it comes with for the same price as that. He's like, yeah. So I was like, well, since there's more of these lenses floating around, since they've been around for 20 years, I can get a good deal on bigger lenses for this camera. So I'm going to go with the used camera, which I did, and he talked me into a bag and filters for the lens, UV filters, and a bunch of other stuff that I needed, and I ended up spending $200-300 more than what I wanted, but needed the stuff. I bought another battery and a SD card for it. Now, interesting thing, the battery charger that came with it does not work. It worked one time. I plugged it into 3 different places. It worked on an extension cord for one charge. Then I plugged it in with a dead battery, and it wouldn't light up. So I got to go back sometime when I'm not working and take the charger back and get a charger that works. It's probably a $10 charger, but it's the principle. I spent $1,500 on a camera. He should have given me a charger that worked. Kind of jammed me up when I went to shoot this short film, which is, I probably would have did a lot more takes and got a better film if I had a working charger, but I was under the gun. I want to get this out to festivals, and it's festival season. Anyhow, that's my little talk about cameras. I'll end with this. I asked, what's the difference between a mirrorless and this older camera? And he said the weight. Feel the weight of the two. And I noticed a little bit of difference in weight, but really, I mean, I grew up in western Pennsylvania carrying a 10 to 12 pound weapon around all through the woods of western Pennsylvania. So a camera's a lot lighter than that. And I could see if you're a photojournalist and you're strapping 3 cameras on and all the equipment, how every little bit would matter. But if you're just going to buy one camera to carry around with you, and you can lift a decent amount of weight, then you don't have to go with mirrorless. Mirrorless is a fraction of a pound lighter, maybe a pound, but I doubt it. And plus the lenses are the heaviest part usually anyway, so if you're getting a long lens, it's going to be heavy. So that's the difference between mirrorless and that. At least that's what a professional camera salesman told me. It's the weight. Nothing features technology wise, not much different other than I guess there's not mirrors. So like I said, I'm trying to keep it quick, a little bit for our warrant officers out there about machines, motorcycles, cameras. Join me next time when I talk about the fast food burger place, or at least unless something else comes up in my mind that I need to talk about desperately. Fast food burger place that uses meatless burgers, and it's going to be interesting. Join me next time. Thanks for watching.